Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Primetime, and you already know you on Primetime Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Primetime.
To this day. Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? Man, oh man, I tell you, man, look, if you had a chance to watch that Jerron Boots Ennis versus Imanis Stanionis fight, oh man, you missed a good one. For real. You really did. So that's why you came here to Primetime, and I'm going to give it to you Primetime style. Look, we all know how with most fights, it depends on the first round on how it all goes down. And I tell you what I saw in this fight from Jerron Boots Ennis in the first round was really what we were looking for our entire existence of being boxing fans from Jerron Boots Ennis and seeing him come into the pro game. And I tell you this much, for real, Stanionis, he is probably still one of the toughest fighters I've seen in a long time. Now, getting on to the fight, first round, hey, it really wasn't no fill-out round to me, you know. Boots, he really dictated the pace. He moved. He threw a lot of different shots, different combinations. He worked that body. That was the key factor in what I saw in that first round from Boots. Stanionis, he gave us, you know, the regular Stanionis, you know, pressure fighter, come forward. You know, he was throwing shots. He landed a few good shots. And, hey, that first round went by like a snap of a finger, it felt like. So moving on to the second round, that's when it started really getting down. And that's when we started seeing Jerron Boots Ennis really pick it up a whole lot. And he started working that body beautifully. I mean, tagging from up and down, moving from side to side, tagging up and down. And Stanionis, again, did what Stanionis do best. Now, the bad thing about it is Stanionis was now taking a lot of shots. And that body work that Boots invested in throughout the first and the second round really started to show a telltale sign of what was to come. And in the third round, the same thing, Boots. But this time in the third round, Boots started throwing those uppercuts and the uppercuts to the body and working that body. Oh my God, body yaddy. So yeah, it was a body party. But Stanionis, he did have little spurts and moments to where he caught Boots, you know, with a nice left. But it really wasn't as effective as when Boots caught Stanionis and had him stumbling a little bit in the third round, you know. And the fourth round, same thing. Boots really was dictating the pace, and he was really dominating Stanionis at this point and working that body. And in the fifth round, that's when it really started getting crazy. That's when Boots started hitting him with more uppercuts. And I think in the fifth round, that's when his nose, you know, started leaking Stanionis. And sixth round, yeah, it was even worse. And that's when Stanionis, you know, he got hit and, you know, had to take a knee, and, you know, and seventh round, he didn't come back around. He had to take a no mas. So, that's, the quick version of that fight. Now, what I am going to break down is some of the key things and key elements of what Boots did to really show off his dominance, to show off his prowess in that ring. His IQ was on point. He really did go in there and he had fun. It looked like he was enjoying himself, and Stanionis he met his match. Stanionis' pressure made a lot of other fighters, easy to beat, I would say. But when it comes to a Jaron Boots Ennis, somebody that can hit you and move at the same time, in and out, and footwork was just, superb compared to Stanionis. And I think that was another big factor was, Jaron Boots Ennis' footwork. It was allowing him in and out, and his reach, all those factors just made it, a real bad situation for Stanionis. I feel for him, but also congratulations to him because he fought his best. He fought his best. I think his corner stopped the fight. I don't think it was Stanionis that stopped the fight. I think it was his corner that may saw something in the corner, or Stanionis didn't say something, or it may even been the doctor that suggested it. So who knows? But we do know that Boots put on one of his best performances by a very, very stiff opponent. And I mean a very, very game opponent at that. And salute to Stanionis and his team, for showing up, putting the belt on the line, and doing what they did. Congratulations to Stanionis on the birth of his new child. And, main thing is congratulations to Jaron Boots Ennis for winning the WBA belt. And, also, defending his IBF title. So, very, 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 very excellent performance. I give him, honestly, I give him an A+ for real. I give him an A+ on the performance because he had a fighter that, any wrong movement or thoughts or anything, that fight could have changed, but it didn't. Boots got in his groove early and he dictated the pace and he imposed his will on Stanionis and made him or either his corner say no mas. So that was a very, very good night of boxing. The Zone put on a heck of a show with all their fights was good. All their undercard fights was good as well. So I definitely got to commend them on that. So, the next thing is who is Boots gonna fight next? Is he gonna go after all the titles? Is he gonna go undisputed? That's a big conversation. Is now that Boots has 2 of the titles and the Ring Magazine belt, that's 3 belts. Who is going to go after Boots now? Who wants to smoke with Boots now? Is any other champions in the 140 division gonna go after this? And it's a big opportunity for other champions, but after seeing Boots' performance, is that gonna make a lot of the other champions say, nah, no mas. I don't want no smoke with him, but they're gonna have to see him because he got 2 belts now. But Boots has choices. He can go up to 154, or he can stay and try and parlay and get the rest of the belts. So, it's a nice position to be in for Boots, and a unified champion there at 147. That's something I'm sure that he wanted to add on to his legacy, and he now has accomplished that. So it's only right for him, honestly, in my eyes, to stay around and get all of the belts at 147, become undisputed at 147, then move up. You know, simple as that. You know, it should be a no-brainer for his team, and with Eddie Hearn, you know, that's very possible. You know, Eddie Hearn want that little accolade on his belt, so to speak. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for this video. You already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next, latest, and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Endeavor, go to the website, PrimeTimeTalkTV.com, to copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love, I'm out. Till next time.